Hi everyone, so here is a video of me failing at being a lifestyle YouTuber. I attempted to go on a trip all by myself to Hawaii. Here I am in my Lyft ride on the way to where the airport shuttle picks you up, and I'm like already not happy, like so much anxiety, and like honestly I get like motion sick easily, so I'm like already like motion sick. And in a little bit I will like have some video of me like talking, but here's just me riding in the Lyft. Okay, I am waiting at the shuttle, or the bus stop for the airport shuttle. My flight is delayed, but I'm not even that mad because I was pretty late anyways. Here's my suitcase that is pretty much like breaking on me today. I guess I should have like tested it more before today, but I just assumed I bought it like 2 years ago or whatever, so I thought it'll be perfect, but it's like it barely like opened, like this part barely like opened all the way. There's the lovely rusty trash can. I don't even know if I should be traveling right now because I'm like so depressed. But I promised myself that I'm going to film this, and hopefully my phone's okay because it's like raining. It's raining, I'm depressed. I don't even know if I should be traveling, and I'm so confused because the flight was delayed. I guess you can like cancel, or like you can refund your whole ticket through the app because it's so delayed. And I was like, is this a sign that I should just get a refund and just like call it a day? Like literally even now I'm like, maybe I should do that. It kind of sounds nice. And this is like practice for vlogging during my traveling, because I think I have to get used to like people just like walking their dogs like way over there and like seeing me do this, and me like not having to like think, oh my gosh, that person thinks I'm probably so weird for doing this. So anyways, I literally have a watch. It's 1:07 and the shuttle's supposed to be here at 1:15, and I'm already car sick from the lift. I'm just so depressed. But yeah, I'm gonna document this because obviously this is gonna be a very memorable trip, no matter like how it goes, because my life is just so crazy right now and I just feel so tired. I'm still like, even in this moment, wondering if I should just go home. I don't even know what this is, like journey of a depressed girl going to Hawaii with the fear of flying. Like, it just doesn't seem good what I'm doing. And I should probably try to like journal or something on my phone. Oh, there's the shuttle. There it is. I'm still wanting to go home. And here is me rethinking life decisions again. Here I am on the shuttle, and we were about to go on the freeway, and I just look so miserable. I definitely keep thinking that it would be best if I stayed home because at this point, like, I knew I had paid time off from work, and so I kept thinking, what if I just stayed home and I could sleep and rest? And I just, like, as you can see, was I was just like really, I feel like whenever I can't like put out the right words, I say the word like a lot, and I'm trying not to. I really try not to. But it's hard to put this into words. I had really heavy emotions and truly, truly depressed about many things in life. And I'm like still going through some of that, but it's difficult to kind of put a narration to that. And I am trying here to create like footage that I can look back on and it would at least be like meaningful. This is one of my favorite videos that I took that day, and I just really enjoy the aesthetic of these blue, crazy looking shuttle chairs and the greenery that was in the background, and then just some of these videos of like cars passing by. I thought was really poetic and symbolic of just being alone and traveling and all the time that you have to think and whether that's like a good day or a bad day of traveling. So basically, I really enjoyed getting that footage. At this point on my journey, I brought out the Dramamine because I was really starting to suffer. There's just something about being in a vehicle, like even if I'm driving sometimes, like driving my own car, I can get that kind of motion sick feeling. I mean, that one's pretty rare, but definitely being on this airport shuttle was a troubling time, and it definitely was adding to my anxiety and like feeling it would be best if I just got to the airport and then did the refund for my ticket because the airline was offering that, and then to just take the shuttle back and be safe at home once again. So here I'm probably just like thinking a lot about that, like what I'm gonna do. And I'm truly conflicted, like I really was. And as you can see, I'm just kind of tortured in these facial expressions. So yeah, when I got to San Francisco on the shuttle, like it got so much worse because there's this famous street, I think it's called 19th Street or 19th Avenue, and that's where like the car sickness got worse. And here I am at the airport. I think I'm like trying to find, yeah, I'm trying to find basically a way back to the where the shuttle, like the pickup shuttle, would pick you up because I had decided by this point that I was gonna go back home. And yeah, I was just basically I sat on the I sat on the airport floor at SFO, San Francisco Airport, and I was charging my phone on a like there's like a random outlet because I feel like airports are always like that. It's like random outlets and that you have to find. And I was just like, yeah, I don't think that I meant to do this. And I kept looking at like the button that like you get a refund with for your airplane ticket because like I mentioned earlier, like the airline offered a complete refund. So I just kind of saw that as a bit of a sign, and then ultimately it just seemed better to go home. I just could not imagine getting on the airplane and like sitting in that little airplane for like 7 hours or whatever it is to get to Hawaii. And so, and by the way, I repeated like the same video of this like cool like conveyor belt thing for humans in airports so that I could get all of this narrated for why I left, why I finally left. And the next video after the conveyor belt footage is a quick video I got from when I got on the shuttle home. And it was just a really impactful moment because the shuttle driver was just the kindest shuttle driver you could ever ask for. And there was just something very symbolic about that moment because I remember like so much relief, and like there was still that feeling of, oh my gosh, what did I do? Like anyone would want to go to Hawaii. Like what have I done? And like there was a lot of that feeling, but ultimately I really think I made the right decision. And I don't know, there's just something where and I'm really glad I got this video because he really was such an amazing human.
So all I want you to do is just go ahead, relax, and enjoy the ride. All right? I'll stop talking, and I'll start driving. Okay? All right. These two gonna keep an eye on me. Make sure I do a good job. Also, be about an hour drive to get to Petaluma from here. Okay? And then I'll make announcements as we go along. Each stop we go. So we got all 4 stops. All right? And I thank you for your time. You're welcome.
So here is some footage where the shuttle was going over Golden Gate Bridge. And again, there's just like this sense that I made the right decision, even though like there's still that feeling of like, what have I done? And I promised myself I would just call the place where I had reservations with, because it is kind of like where I made the reservation. It was likely they would like help reschedule it, just the way that it worked. So I might have another video about that, just like because. Anyways, I did end up somewhere else. I mean, I was able to change my reservation to something else because I'm narrating this much later after this happened. So what's funny is I'm actually in the place where I rescheduled the reservation, and I'm not in Hawaii. It's like a whole different place. And so I made a redemption, I guess you would say. But I'll always remember this moment in my life, and it is really like meaningful to me, and I don't regret like that I made that decision. I'm actually really proud of myself because it just seemed like the right thing to do. But it does feel like a fail as like a YouTube lifestyle, what do you call it? Lifestyle YouTuber. So yeah, it does feel like a fail, but like kind of like in a good way, I guess. Well, I'm back where I started. I'm back where I started because yeah.